What's up, everybody? Dilla here, minimalistsurvival.com. I'd like to start by saying congratulations to Mob Frenzied Homicide, 100 subs, woot woot, right on dude. And that being said, I'm going to take you up on your offer to do a video response. I guess the topic is, what have you learned by others, by watching YouTube from others? So yeah, I'm going to kind of show you what I learned from others as far as what they've provided in terms of what they consider to be essential for their bug out bags, survival kits, EDC knives, things of that nature. So let's get started. This is my EDC kit, okay? I carry this with me every day. I don't obviously strap this to my leg while I'm at work. I will bring it with me and put it in my locker, or I'll have it in my car, you know, no matter what. Even if I'm going to mom's for dinner, you know, this thing goes in the car and it comes with me. So it is truly an EDC. Even though it's rather large, I still take it with me wherever I go. This is a Becker BK9. The Camillus Becker was the older style. These are now done by K-Bar. It's Ethan Becker's design. He's a hell of a knife maker, if you ask me. I think he's got great grind lines and a great concept here. It's tried and true as far as I'm concerned. I've really seen these things put through their paces, and I just got this one a couple weeks ago, and I've been really putting this thing through its paces as well. So it's a great blade. 1095 Crovan high carbon steel, black powder coat finish. I've added the micarta handles. They come with plastic. The micarta is really nice, stays tacky when wet, absorbs a lot of impact shock when you're batoning this thing through, you know, very knotty hardwood for firewood, or just when you're chopping anything substantial to, you know, I've felled trees with this. I've chopped and quartered and split wood with this. Primary, who needs an axe? You know what I mean? You don't need an axe, you don't need a hatchet. All you need is a BK9. I tell you what, for 65 bucks, buy one. You will never regret it. It'll be the best investment you ever made, and you will probably end up being just like me, and you will be preaching the good word and saying, Becker knives, you cannot beat them. Okay, sure, you can buy nicer, more expensive stuff like that that's got a little tighter tolerances. It might come a little sharper out of the box, but as far as quality of materials used and just pure capability goes, this knife is unmatched. You just can't go wrong. Okay, you'll see on a lot of my objects here, almost everything actually, that I add these lanyards. Lanyards are multi-purpose. You can do anything with them. This is just a solid splice loop that I've made out of Kevlar. It's about 1,900 pound test. You can use it to make pressing knots or attachment points if you need to do anything, whatever you might need. You can never have too much cordage. Cordage is king, okay? Cordage is what's going to save you out there as well. You know, you have your blades, you have your fire, and then you need your cordage. It's just a must-have. You know, you can make it on the field, but having it ready to go is, there's no reason not to have cordage with you. So the BK9 sheath is pretty cool, okay? It's got a pretty good little pouch in the front for carrying whatever you might find necessary. It comes with lanyard loops down the bottom to tie around your leg. What I've done is actually stitched on a piece of 1-inch nylon webbing and added a buckle. It holds a lot more secure, a lot more adjustment. It's really easy to tighten or loosen or change if you know, however you want it to ride. You can change it quickly, easily, and it's a lot more secure on your leg. They provide a sheath inside of the sheath that's normally going to house a BK13, which is just a little small little Becker. What I've done is I've taken that little insert, that little plastic insert out, and I've actually used one of those cheap little chopping mats, and I've bent and melted and created my own little sheath insert to house my Snody activator. This is a D2 stainless Snody Benchmade Activator 211. Awesome knife. This will do anything around camp you need it to. This thing is a railroad spike. Any of the smaller jobs, making traps, carving notches, doing anything that the BK9 you would just find just being a little too large, a little too cumbersome for, the Snody takes up the slack very nicely. And again, more cordage. This stuff's about 400 pound test. Also Dyneema cordage. It's a great product. Dyneema, Vectran, any of the Amsteels or any of those high strength, low stretch lines are great. They're stronger than steel, and they're phenomenal to work with. So get some. Phoenix LDO1, great light, super lightweight, 1 AAA battery, 80 lumens on high. Great light. Twist to activate. High, medium, low. Again, more cordage here. Like I said, you can't have too much cordage. At risk of repeating myself too many times here. Gorilla tape, essentially duct tape, just black, a little more sticky. 1 inch, about 10-15 feet maybe, wrapped around the handle here. Just another way to carry more product. I found that in this little front pocket, these little camel snooze containers fit perfectly. You really can't go wrong. I don't advocate the use of tobacco products. I have been tobacco free for over a year. Congratulations to me. But this snooze container is probably the best thing that ever came from me using tobacco. So hoorah, camel snooze container. It's a great size. It's a great little house for this kit that I have here. And it fits just perfectly inside this pouch here. You know, easy in, comes right out. Great way to go, okay? Great way to fly. I have my other survival kit video. What you'll see in here is pretty reminiscent of that. There's not a lot different, just a little more refined, a little smaller, a little more compact. Some more of that 250-pound test Dyneema line. Again, cordage. Some cotton soaked in Vaseline. Fire starting tinder. Fishing kit. Just like the other fishing kit in my other video, only rather than have the braided line, this just has 6-pound monofilament, about 50 yards of it. Also what I've done is incorporated just in the container itself, just so happened to fit this magnifying lens perfectly. So fire starting method number 1 right here. And I've also added a little bit of yarn just to use if I can't find any, you know, any bait or what have you. So the yarn will work well to catch trout and things as well. You know, hooks, a few swivels, a few sinkers, and some line. You can use the container as a bobber if you want to float from the top. It's a good little setup. Little button compass. Tweezers. This is a small Allen tool that I've kind of fashioned. This is just this Allen tool that fits the screws that hold the scales on my knife, just in case they try to work loose. I did Loctite them, but you never can, you know, if you're on the field, it's hard to tighten an Allen screw without an Allen key. So I figured better safe than sorry, and I tossed that in the kit. Small fire steel. I took one of the fire steels that come with the magnesium bar, and I actually broke this off the magnesium bar, tossed the magnesium bar, just wanted these small little ferro rod to stick in my kit. There's a forged stainless sailmaker's or canvas needle with the wedge tip. Great needle. Get the forged stainless ones. It's a pain when you're working and you break that eye off and you're done for, okay? Don't skimp on quality of the needle. This needle has been magnetized. This needle will point north. If my compass fails, I have a backup in this needle right here. P38 can opener. Never know, you might find a can of soup out in the woods. Safety pin. And a couple razor blades just sealed up in some duct tape. So that about does it. Like I said, this is my EDC. In my opinion, it's just about everything you'd really need to survive out in the woods for an unnamed amount of time. Again, I'd like to thank Mob Frenzied Homicide and congratulate him on his 100 subs. Thanks for the challenge. I'm always up for, you know, trying to share what I can and you know, keep the ball rolling. So thanks you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you learned something. Maybe you could take something from it. Again, it's Jay Dilla signing out. MinimalistSurvival.com.